The Heisman Trophy, that trophy every college football player wants to win, a symbol of greatness. But does it promise a later victory? Over the past 20 years, we've seen everything. Some Heisman winners reach extreme heights, while others careen off to earth. Why do some Heisman winners go on to become legends, while others struggle to even make an average NFL roster? What separates an all-time great from a player who's remembered only by gambling aficionados? A Hall of Famer from a forgotten name? And perhaps most famously, is there a curse on the trophy? How does someone like Derrick Henry, Mr. College and high school football, get to the NFL and become one of the most feared players, while a talent like Johnny Manziel, electrifying in college, hits rock bottom in the pros? And what about Joe Burrow? How did he come back from a major injury to turn around a struggling franchise, bringing them to a Super Bowl, while players like Sam Bradford are stuck waiting for the potential everyone saw in them to finally happen? What could it be then? The pressure of expectations? The physical requirements of the NFL? Or could there be an underlying factor, a hidden curse, that makes the Heisman Trophy both a boon and a bane? Can current Heisman winners, Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels, turn the trend around? Or will they find themselves on the dreaded what-if list? In the next hour, we'll explore the history of these 21 players, their triumphs, their failures, and the unanswered questions that linger around their quests for greatness. The Heisman Trophy is the epitome of college football, a symbol of excellence that brings countless perks. But what happens when the photo studio cameras stop clicking? Let's find out. The trophy's double-edged sword. The Heisman Trophy, a symbol of excellence, carries with it a unique paradox. Its benefit lies in the potential for harm to creativity and drive. For some, the ultimate accomplishment in their profession arrives too early. Is the Heisman a blessing, or is it a curse? Each December, college football crowns its best performer with the Heisman, an honor steeped in tradition and reverence. It's a time to celebrate natural ability and the toil of hard work. Yet history shows a different story. For some, the Heisman launches an illustrious NFL career. For others, it becomes a burden too heavy to carry. Tim Tebow, a light bright and shiny that blinked and went out yesterday. He dazzled millions with his fervent intensity and the glory of his resurrections. But what happens when the magic fades? When a man without a horse faces the end of the spell? Tim Tebow's Heisman-winning season in 2007 remains unforgettable. Arguably one of the best college players ever, Tebow's hard-running style and relentless determination made him legendary. Drafted by the Denver Broncos, Tebow's best, and perhaps only standout, NFL year came in 2011. With stunning fourth-quarter comebacks and a playoff walk-off touchdown, he captured the hearts of fans. But his unconventional playing style proved unsuitable for the league, and after just 3 seasons, Tebow's NFL career was over. A final attempt to return as a tight end for Jacksonville also fell short. Despite this, Tebow's brief time in the NFL generated excitement that is rarely matched. Sam Bradford, the most lavishly padded what-if candidate in football. It begs the question, can talent alone sustain a career when injuries keep you off the field? Oklahoma's Sam Bradford set a record for passing 50 touchdowns in 2008, earning him the Heisman Trophy. Drafted first overall by the Rams in 2010, Bradford initially proved his worth as a rookie. With pinpoint accuracy and nerves of steel, he won the NFL Rookie of the Year award. But Bradford's career became defined by a relentless string of injuries. Though he displayed moments of sheer brilliance, he never completed a full season. He bounced between teams, earning a staggering $129 million in salary, but never fully realized his potential. Bradford's story serves as a reminder that consistent success in the NFL requires as much health as it does talent. Mark Ingram, the reliability over flashiness. The two questions are, is slow and steady success better than fast and shining success? Mark Ingram delivered Alabama its first Heisman Trophy in 2009, rushing for over 1,600 yards. Some doubted whether a running back from Nick Saban's offense could thrive in the NFL, but Ingram defied the odds. While his numbers may not have been headline-grabbing, Ingram's steady performance and versatility were invaluable for the New Orleans Saints. His career underscores the idea that Heisman stories aren't just about superstars, but also about sustained success. Cam Newton. From Superman to struggles. What does it take to fall from the top of the world to the bottom? Cam Newton's 2010 season with Auburn was nothing short of legendary. Leading the Tigers to a national championship, he was selected first overall in the 2011 NFL Draft. Newton revolutionized the quarterback position with his dual-threat style, culminating in an MVP season in 2015 and a Super Bowl appearance with the Carolina Panthers. But injuries and inconsistency marked the later years of his career. While Newton's star may have faded, his impact on the game remains undeniable. What could have been for RG3 a timeline of Robert Griffin? Three's career, one injury. One moment. How quickly can a career disintegrate? In 2011, Robert Griffin III amazed college football fans with 4,293 passing yards and 37 touchdowns, earning the Heisman Trophy. Drafted second overall, he had a record-breaking rookie season, leading Washington to the playoffs. But in that very postseason, a catastrophic knee injury changed the course of his career. Despite repeated attempts to regain his rookie form, Griffin never reached those heights again. He remains one of the NFL's biggest what-if stories. Johnny Manziel, a cautionary tale. How does a player with the world at his feet lose it all? Johnny Manziel's electrifying performances at Texas A&M earned him the distinction of being the first freshman to win the Heisman in 2012. But off-field issues, partying, and scandals derailed his NFL career. Manziel lasted just 2 seasons in the league, becoming a cautionary tale of how talent alone isn't enough. His story highlights the dangers of excess and the critical importance of discipline. Derrick Henry, the definition of dominance. How did Derrick Henry stand out in an era of fading running backs? Derrick Henry's 2015 season at Alabama was pure domination, racking up over 2,200 rushing yards. Drafted by the Tennessee Titans, Henry has become one of the most feared running backs in NFL history. Known for his punishing stiff arms and relentless power, Henry's consistency and dominance make him a likely Hall of Famer, especially in an era where running backs often go underappreciated. Lamar Jackson, redefining the quarterback. They said his style wouldn't work. Now he's rewriting history. Lamar Jackson's 2016 season was legendary. 3,485 passing yards and 1,132 rushing yards, totaling a jaw-dropping 5,261 yards en route to his Heisman Trophy. Drafted as the last pick in the first round, many doubted his ability to succeed as a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL. Jackson silenced critics with an MVP campaign, breaking Michael Vick's single-season rushing record for quarterbacks. His blend of powerful running and elevated passing has made him one of the hardest players to stop in the league. The latest Heisman winners are taking their talents to the NFL stage. Will they continue to push their franchises forward, or will the pressure cause them to falter? The stage is set, but history shows us one thing. The journey is never a straight line. Caleb Williams, the future of football. Caleb Williams had an exceptional year in 2022, throwing for 4,537 yards, 42 touchdown passes, and rushing for 10 more. Despite a struggling Trojan defense, Williams displayed why many see him as a talent from another stratosphere. With impromptu skills that turn broken plays into highlights, comparisons to Patrick Mahomes have started to emerge. Drafted first overall in the 2024 NFL Draft, Williams has already delivered highlight reel performances. His 4-touchdown game in London turned heads, but the challenge of adapting to the NFL's tempo and task density remains. Can he break the cycle, wake up from the dream, and set a new standard for Heisman-winning quarterbacks? Jayden Daniels, calm under pressure. Jayden Daniels, the 2023 Heisman winner, shattered the single-season passer rating record while touching the end zone 50 times. Drafted second overall by the Washington Commanders, Daniels has already been hailed as the steal of the draft. Known for his calm demeanor and surgical passing, he completed an impressive 71.5% of his passes during his rookie season. Just last week, Daniels wowed fans and analysts with a near-perfect performance against Cincinnati, completing 29 of 31 passes for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. Could he be one of the greatest rookies in NFL history? Joe Burrow, the dramatic rise. However, as the future hits, it simply cannot be overstated. Joe Burrow, a Heisman winner, has drastically redefined success in both college football and the NFL. During the 2019 season with LSU, Burrow delivered an astonishing 5,671 passing yards and 60 touchdowns, a season widely regarded as the greatest college quarterbacking performance of all time. Surrounded by future NFL stars like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, Burrow led an unstoppable offense to a national title, breaking records along the way. That magic transitioned seamlessly into the NFL. Drafted first overall by the Cincinnati Bengals, Burrow transformed a struggling franchise into a Super Bowl contender. Reuniting with Ja'Marr Chase in Cincinnati, they formed one of the league's most electrifying tandems. Burrow has overcome his tribulations, including a devastating rookie season knee injury, to become one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Perhaps his most impressive feat, a winning record against Patrick Mahomes.
No, I think the first thing I want to say is
Devonta Smith, a wide receiver's rise. The 2020 Heisman winner, Devonta Smith, became the first wide receiver to win the award since 1991. His 1,856-yard, 23-touchdown season at Alabama silenced critics who thought he was too thin. Drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, Smith reunited with Jalen Hurts and delivered consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. With precise route running and dependable hands, he has proven himself to be one of the most reliable receivers in the NFL today. Mac Jones and the struggles of transition. Not every Heisman winner finds success in the NFL without turbulence. Mac Jones, Alabama's 2020 quarterback, embodied this struggle. Selected first overall by the Carolina Panthers, Jones dazzled occasionally, like his 312-yard, two-touchdown performance against the Green Bay Packers. However, inconsistency and a struggling team around him led to his replacement after only 18 starts. His story highlights the challenges of transitioning from college football stardom to the NFL's unforgiving stage. As the stories of these Heisman winners continue to unfold, the question remains, will they end up like Burrow and Smith or face the struggles of Jones and others? If the Heisman Trophy represents the zenith of college football, the NFL is a completely different battleground. 21 winners, 21 paths. The Heisman Trophy may be college football's ultimate prize, but its recipients face unpredictable futures. Who will join this esteemed list? And where will their journeys take them? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to watch and follow for more. If you could pick one Heisman winner, who would it be, and where do you see them heading next? Please stay tuned for more fascinating stories from the world of sports. And before we wrap up, if you missed our previous video, Top 10 Draft Busts, you need to check it out. Some of those picks will shock you. Or if you're into jaw-dropping NFL moments, watch the most superstitious players in the NFL. You won't believe the rituals these athletes swear by. We'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more insider stories and fascinating facts.